Welcome to our channel. Have you ever felt an unexplainable, magnetic pull towards someone? A connection so profound that it seems to transcend time and space? You might wonder if they're your soulmate, twin flame, or perhaps part of a karmic connection. In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into the fascinating realm of spiritual relationships. We'll unravel the mystery behind these connections, discuss their unique purposes, and explore how astrology can offer valuable insights into these profound bonds. Stay tuned as we unlock the secrets of soul connections and help you recognize their transformative potential in your life. Part 1. What are soulmates, twin flames, and karmic connections? Let's begin by defining these terms and understanding their essence. 1. Soulmates. Soulmates are individuals with whom we share a deep, harmonious bond. These connections often feel comforting and familiar, as though you've known the person forever. And perhaps you have, in previous lifetimes. Soulmates can be romantic partners, but they can also be friends, family members, or even mentors. They come into your life to bring love, support, and mutual growth. Example: you meet someone new but feel instantly at ease, as if you're reconnecting with an old friend. Conversations flow naturally, and your bond feels effortless. Soulmate relationships provide stability and teach us about love, compassion, and trust. They encourage personal and spiritual growth by creating a foundation of support. 2. Twin flames. Twin flames are often described as two halves of the same soul. This connection is deeply transformative, pushing both individuals to evolve and align with their highest selves. Twin flame relationships are intense and can sometimes be turbulent, as they mirror your innermost strengths and weaknesses. Unlike soulmates, twin flames share a sense of higher purpose or spiritual mission. They challenge you to grow in ways you never imagined, often leading to profound self-discovery. For example, when you're with your twin flame, the connection feels electrifying. You may experience synchronicities, like seeing repeated numbers or dreaming of each other before meeting. Purpose. Twin flames help you awaken to your full potential by challenging your ego and fostering spiritual alignment. These relationships often involve periods of separation and reunion as both individuals grow. 3. Karmic connections. Karmic connections are relationships formed to resolve unfinished business or lessons carried over from past lives. These bonds are intense, often marked by emotional highs and lows. While they can be challenging, their ultimate purpose is to help you heal unresolved issues, break negative patterns, and grow. Karmic partners act as catalysts for change, often triggering you to confront deep-seated fears or insecurities. For example, you find yourself in a relationship where recurring conflicts push you to re-evaluate your boundaries, self-worth, or past decisions. While the connection may feel magnetic, it often requires you to let go once the lesson is learned. Purpose. These relationships are meant to teach lessons such as self-respect, forgiveness, or letting go. They often serve as stepping stones to prepare you for more balanced connections in the future. Each of these relationships serves a unique and essential purpose in your soul's journey, helping you evolve spiritually and emotionally. Part 2. How to identify spiritual connections in astrology. Astrology offers powerful tools to decode the nature of your spiritual connections. Let's explore key astrological indicators and how to interpret them in detail. 1. Synastry charts. Synastry charts compare two individual birth charts to examine how their energies interact. Here are the most critical elements to analyze. Moon connections. Emotional compatibility and soul-level connections are often indicated by aspects between the moons in each chart. A conjunction suggests a natural emotional resonance, while challenging aspects like squares may point to lessons around emotional growth. Venus and Mars. Aspects. Venus governs love, beauty, and affection, while Mars rules passion and action. Harmonious aspects like trines or sextiles suggest a balanced romantic and physical connection. Oppositions or squares can create intense attraction, but may require work to harmonize. Nodes of the moon. The north node represents your soul's purpose and future growth, while the south node relates to past life influences. Connections to these points often indicate karmic ties or a sense of destiny in the relationship. Pluto dynamics. Pluto governs transformation, power, and intensity. Strong Pluto aspects can signify a deeply transformative relationship that pushes both individuals to evolve, often involving karmic undertones. 2. Composite charts. A composite chart combines two individuals' birth charts to reveal the essence and purpose of their relationship. Key areas to focus on include 12th house placements. Planets in the 12th house often signify hidden or spiritual dimensions of the relationship. These placements may indicate karmic debts, shared spiritual lessons, or a connection that feels otherworldly. Sun and Moon. The Sun represents the core purpose of the relationship, while the Moon reflects emotional dynamics. Positive Sun, Moon aspects indicate harmony, while challenging aspects suggest areas that require effort to balance. Venus and Saturn. Interplay. Venus's placement in the composite chart reflects the love dynamic, while Saturn's involvement often brings themes of commitment, responsibility, and sometimes karmic challenges. 3. Aspects of key planets. Understanding planetary aspects between two charts provides deeper insights into the relationship's dynamics. Saturn aspects. Saturn brings structure, lessons, and sometimes challenges. Its presence in synastry can signify a karmic relationship that requires patience and growth. For example, a Saturn-Moon aspect may indicate emotional lessons, while a Saturn-Venus aspect could point to lessons around love and commitment. Chiron aspects. Known as the wounded healer, Chiron represents areas of deep-seated pain and healing. Its aspects to personal planets in synastry can highlight where the relationship fosters emotional or spiritual healing. Uranus influence. Uranus aspects often bring sudden changes or unconventional dynamics. While they can add excitement, they may also indicate instability or periods of separation. 4. The role of eclipses and transits. Astrological transits and eclipses activate key points in your birth chart, often triggering significant events or shifts in your relationships. Eclipses on nodes. When lunar or solar eclipses align with your north or south node, they can signal karmic connections or pivotal turning points in your relationships. For instance, an eclipse on the north node may bring a destined relationship into your life, while one on the south node could lead to closure or resolution of a past life bond. Outer planet transits. Transits of outer planets like Pluto, Saturn, or Neptune tend to bring deep transformation or spiritual growth. For example, a Saturn transit over your Venus might indicate lessons in love and responsibility, while a Neptune transit could highlight idealism or spiritual dimensions in your partnerships. Timing. Key events. Pay attention to the timing of eclipses and transits as these can indicate when major relationship milestones or challenges are likely to occur. Additional indicators to consider astrological tools can provide further nuance when exploring spiritual connections. Fixed stars. Fixed stars are points in the sky associated with mystical or fated qualities. If these align with key planets in both charts, they can suggest a profound or cosmic significance to the relationship. For instance, a planet conjunct the fixed star Regulus might indicate leadership or destined success in the relationship. Progressed charts. Progressed charts track the evolution of each individual's birth chart over time. Comparing progressed charts alongside synastry can reveal how the relationship changes and matures, highlighting periods of harmony, growth, or challenges. Asteroids. Specific asteroids like Juno, commitment, Psyche, soul connection, and Eros, passion, can provide additional insights. For example, a strong Juno aspect in synastry might indicate a potential for long-term partnership, while Psyche aspects could highlight a deep, intuitive connection. By combining these indicators, you can gain a comprehensive understanding of the spiritual and karmic dynamics within your relationships. Part 3. Differentiating between these connections. It's essential to distinguish between these types of spiritual connections, as each serves a distinct purpose and brings unique experiences. 1. Soulmate relationships. Key characteristics. Soulmate relationships are often harmonious, supportive, and nurturing. They feel natural and effortless, providing a sense of comfort and emotional safety. Growth potential. These connections help you develop emotional resilience and self-awareness while encouraging mutual growth. They often last a lifetime, though not all soulmates are destined to stay in your life forever. Signs to watch. 4. Feeling an instant, deep connection and a sense of ease, as though you've known each other forever. 2. Twin flame relationships. Key characteristics. Twin flames challenge you to grow by acting as a mirror to your soul. These relationships are often marked by periods of intense passion, spiritual awakening, and temporary separation. Growth potential. The push and pull dynamic forces both partners to confront their inner fears, heal past wounds, and align with their higher selves. Reunion often occurs after significant individual growth. Signs to watch for. Synchronicities, such as repeated numbers or dreams, a sense of divine timing, and a feeling that the connection transcends the physical world. 3. Karmic relationships. Key characteristics. Karmic relationships are intense and often emotionally charged. These connections come with lessons which can be difficult but ultimately transformative. Growth potential. The purpose of karmic relationships is to resolve unfinished business or break negative cycles. They're often temporary, but leave a profound impact on your personal development. Signs to watch. 4. Recurring patterns, conflicts that push you to address unresolved issues, and a feeling of being stuck until the lesson is learned. How to differentiate. Ask yourself, does the relationship feel easy and supportive? Does it challenge you to grow in profound ways with periods of separation? Or does it feel like a whirlwind of lessons and emotional highs and lows? Understanding the underlying dynamics and purpose of the connection can bring clarity. Part 4. How understanding. These connections can transform your life. Understanding the unique dynamics of your spiritual connections can have a profound impact on your emotional, psychological, and spiritual well-being. Let's dive into how recognizing and embracing the purpose behind each type of relationship can lead to deep transformation and personal growth. Soulmates. Nurturing, growing, and expanding your emotional capacity. Soulmate relationships are about connection, balance, and unconditional support. These bonds are nurturing and give you the opportunity to evolve emotionally in a safe and loving environment. Emotional healing and support. When you recognize that someone is your soulmate, it can feel like a profound sense of homecoming. These relationships provide emotional stability and reassurance, helping you heal past wounds. They encourage you to be your authentic self, offering unwavering support and validation. Personal growth. Soulmates help you grow by allowing you to explore deeper emotional layers of love and compassion. Because of the harmonious energy that flows between you, soulmate relationships provide the space to learn and heal, without the emotional roller coaster often associated with other types of relationships. Over time, you'll develop a greater sense of self-worth, trust, and mutual respect. Lessons in love and compassion. Soulmates teach you essential lessons about unconditional love, empathy, and respect. They help you refine your understanding of what it means to truly care for someone, how to be there for them in times of joy and sorrow. These lessons deepen your capacity for love in all areas of life and can positively influence your other relationships as well. Embracing imperfections. Though soulmate relationships are filled with harmony, they are not without their challenges. By recognizing that no relationship is perfect, you can embrace the idea that growth often comes through navigating challenges together. Soulmates provide a loving space where you can learn how to resolve conflicts peacefully, making the relationship even stronger. Twin flames awakening, healing, and aligning with your highest self. Twin flame relationships are some of the most intense and transformative connections you will experience. These relationships are not just about romantic attraction. They are designed to mirror your soul and push you to grow, often by challenging parts of yourself that you've kept hidden or suppressed. Spiritual awakening. One of the most significant transformative gifts of a twin flame relationship is the spiritual awakening that it triggers. When you meet your twin flame, there's an intense inner calling that awakens something within you, a sense of purpose, mission, or destiny. You might feel like you're being called to fulfill a higher spiritual or creative calling, and your twin flame plays a key role in this awakening process. Confronting your shadow self. Twin flames act as mirrors, reflecting back both your light and shadow aspects. This can be uncomfortable, as they often trigger unresolved wounds or fears within you. But this is where the real transformation happens. By confronting these aspects of yourself, you're able to heal old traumas, release limiting beliefs, and shed emotional baggage that no longer serves you. Growth through separation and reunion. Twin flame relationships are often marked by periods of separation where both individuals go through their own healing and growth. These separations are not punitive, but are necessary for personal development. As you work through these periods apart, you discover new layers of yourself: independence, self-love, and strength. When you reunite, it's with a deeper understanding of yourselves and the relationship, allowing both individuals to align with their highest selves. Union beyond the physical. A twin flame union is about more than just physical attraction or emotional connection. It is a spiritual union that transcends the earthly plane. Once both individuals have healed and grown, the reunion can lead to a profound connection that brings you closer to your divine purpose and collective mission. Embracing the journey. The twin flame path is not an easy one, but it's one that is incredibly rewarding. Embrace the challenges as opportunities for growth. Each moment of separation or difficulty brings you closer to spiritual enlightenment. And every reunion deepens the sacred bond you share with your twin. Karmic relationships. Healing, releasing, and breaking. Negative patterns. Karmic relationships serve as catalysts for healing and self-discovery. They often come into our lives to help us confront past life issues, unresolved emotional wounds, and toxic patterns that need to be released. These relationships are not meant to last forever, but they play a vital role in our evolution. Confronting past life patterns. Karmic relationships bring unresolved issues to the surface that need to be healed. These patterns could be carried over from past lives or formed in this lifetime due to emotional or psychological imbalances. These relationships often involve repeating cycles of behavior, such as feelings of unworthiness, fear of abandonment, or an inability to set healthy boundaries. Healing through challenge. Karmic relationships can feel like an emotional roller coaster, but they often hold the key to your healing. These relationships push you to examine your core wounds and help you work through them. As difficult as they may be, karmic relationships offer profound opportunities for growth by forcing you to face fears, heal insecurities, and break free from old cycles. Breaking toxic cycles. The ultimate goal of a karmic relationship is to help you break free from negative patterns that no longer serve your highest good. Whether it's a pattern of self-sabotage, toxic dependency, or unhealthy relationships, karmic partners offer the catalyst to break these cycles. Through this process, you'll learn valuable lessons about self-worth, forgiveness, and the importance of letting go. Learning and releasing. Once the lessons from the karmic connection are learned, it is essential to release the relationship. Holding on to a karmic partner once the healing is complete can prevent further growth. It's important to recognize when the karmic cycle has ended and give yourself permission to let go in order to make room for healthier, more balanced connections in the future. Empowerment through closure. Letting go of a karmic relationship can feel like a weight has been lifted from your soul. By acknowledging the lessons learned, you empower yourself to move forward with greater wisdom and a deeper understanding of what you truly need in future relationships. Spiritual connections are profound gifts on our soul's journey. By using astrology to understand these relationships, you can unlock deeper insights into your path and purpose. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of your soul.